I've been a fan of this publication for, I'd say, since 2003, 2002, around there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Knights of the Dinner Table magazine. I won't say comic book. I'll say magazine. It started by Jolly R. Blackburn. And it started out as a comic strip in the back of a magazine he was putting out called Shadis Magazine. And then it developed into the pages of Dragon Magazine. It centered about a group of players playing an unnamed at the time role-playing game at their dinner table, which developed into Hackmaster. It was parody on D&D and stuff like that. And you've got the rules lawyer, you've got the frustrated GM, you've got the
token female.
The female who's actually innocent and good, who's the voice of reason. You've got the young kid player who's gung-ho on everything, and you've got the older guy who just wants to kill everything he sees because life has him frustrated. It's very funny. Sometimes I laugh pretty hard because we all know people like that.
Yeah, definitely if you're into RPGs, pen and paper type games, I think you'll love this comic. It's really good. It's a lot of fun.
I'm pretty sure it was your brother, my brother-in-law, Kurt, who introduced me to it with the Bundle of Trouble. And all I can say is pick it up.
And let's show them this cover, because this is kind of cool. If you're familiar with the webisodes of the Guild, this is a parody cover of it, which I love. I think that's pretty awesome. Maybe that's something we could touch on another time, but the Guild. If you haven't seen it, definitely a must-watch.
It's on Xbox and PC. Got their own website, comic series. Anyway, apart from the Guild, Knights of the Dinner Table. Not only is it a comic strip, but after that, you've got tips on gaming. You've got everything from RPGs to board games to fan material, movies. I mean, it's that's why I call it a magazine rather than a comic book, although you can find it in comic shops. Another great thing about it is they actually listen to their fans. And my name's been in a few of the pages of the magazine a couple of times here and there.
I think we both really like that they connect with their fans. Like, they really are. They're listening to them and they're talking to you. They have an awesome forum where you can talk to them and chit-chat either about their comic or their game Hackmaster.
Yes, they actually developed a real game called Hackmaster, which at first was a parody of D&D. They used the D&D second edition rules that they had licensed at the time. It actually developed into a new, real role-playing game that is phenomenal called Hackmaster Basic. And then the advanced game is coming out later this year. It's akin to how D&D first started, with the box set of Basic going to Advanced. Definitely worth a shot. I mean, it's one of the best RPGs I've ever read. In addition, you've got... Here's an interesting article, for instance, the demerit system for your players. You got someone back-talking you, give them a demerit, and give some of the rules on there. Kenzerco, that's the name of the website you can go to right now. If you know anybody who would be interested in seeing a copy of the magazine, for the price of postage, $1.99, you can actually send a friend a copy, a back issue of Knights of the Dinner Table. I think that can't be beat. That's a great deal.
Yeah, I think that's a really good move on their part because, we've already sent a couple of our friends an issue because we know they'll love it once they start reading it.
You will be hooked if you read it, I'm telling you. Grab a copy. Get a subscription, even better. Well worth it.
One of the things I wanted to show you, it's on this side there. Not too long ago, we saw a Cthulhu dice bag. And I was really super excited about that because I was thinking, I was plotting and we have, Arkham Horror with all the little game pieces. And I thought, how cool would it be to put all the little monster chips into a Cthulhu dice bag and then pull the monsters from Cthulhu. I mean, to me, that was just a grand idea. we got it in the mail, and it looks really nice.
Who puts that out?
It's
Steve Jackson Games.
Steve Jackson Games. So you can find it on their website. It really is, well made, and I like the design of it and everything. It's even cuddly. You could sleep if you wanted, I suppose.
Get one for the kids. They'll love it.
Yeah. But when I opened it up to see where the dice go, I was a little sad, truthfully. And I just wanted to show you. Here I have one set of dice. There's 7 of them there. And you can put a set of dice in there, if you're real ambitious and want to try real hard, you might be able to get a second set in there. But that can tell you how small this bag is. So really, as a functional dice bag, it's, to me, not too functional, because I know gamers, you collect dice. There's a lot of them. And your collection is definitely not going in here. Exactly.
I don't know one gamer who has fewer than 50 dice on them.
Right, exactly. So, it's a awesome novelty item, but as a functional dice bag, a little disappointed.
Definitely not usable for the Arkham Horror monster.
Definitely not.
But, if you've got one set of dice, you're a gamer, a casual RPG gamer, or you have one really lucky set of dice that you want to bring with you somewhere, I suppose it'll fit and it'll make all your friends go, whoa, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
But you can get it through Steve Jackson Games on their website, Warehouse 23. There's also a purple one, purple and green.
Mm-hmm. So there's 2 different colors.
Color scheme better. I like the traditional green myself.
Same here. Traditional Cthulhu.
Oh, next up, we've got a couple of games from
Gigantic
Games.
Quarto was a 1993 winner of the Mensa Game Award. Mensa Select is the award.
First of all, let's take a look inside the box, shall we?
And I can see why. What's really awesome about these games is they have very simple rules, but it's very much about strategy in these games. It's a battle of wits between 2 players. Planning ahead, what move is your partner going to make. And I really like those games. I really do.
I always lose. She always beats me, but I love losing.
Except I have to say, he got me before coffee one morning. Twice. And I think he purposely did that because he knew it was before coffee for me.
9 a.m. BC. But first of all, the quality of these games, immaculate. This is solid wood board. And this particular game, Quarto, the rules are this simple. Check it out. It comes in a bag with wooden pieces. And these pieces are amazingly designed.
And I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because it feels kind of classic to me. I love the smell and feel of wood. It just gives it a really classic feel to me, and I enjoy that.
They're chunky and fun to hold.
Yes.
I guess it brings me back to a time when I was a child playing with big wooden blocks, and I just love the feel of playing with wooden pieces, I guess.